I want to make it abundantly clear to all here in Mobile and in this country. I want you to lend me your ears. I am not a prostitute. I am not a biblical whore. And I am not looking for a sugar daddy or a pimp. I am being exploited. You understand? I was removed from my apartment without proper process. Without due process. They evicted me out of the apartment, put me out there in the street, and they had taken my child away from me in the middle of a moving transition. Okay? Just to make me available and just to pass my son around. I will not put up with this shenanigans. There's a lot of this going on among people within the churches. Okay, and all this so-called Christianity. Our jail systems are overcrowded because this is just to feed that system that's feeding off everyone's intellectual capital. Do you understand all of these social and human studies? Our central intelligence is God. He is here. And don't you forget it. 1,000 years for us, it's one day to God. One day. And I am not a prostitute. I have $10 to my name. $10. And I have been staying with one friend, and then they tell me, well, you've got to go. I stay with another friend, they tell me, you've got to go. Then I stay with another friend, they tell me, you've got to go. This is orchestrated. I am not going to be misutilizing my talent and my God-given time like this. I have 2 pair of boots. You understand? 2. When I had my friend Charlie over there in that the Hamptons, okay, he was wanting me to kiss him within the first week. I told him, no, I am not looking for a boyfriend. Then he wanted me to go to Mardi Gras with him. I said I did not come here to celebrate Mardi Gras. But I'm not against Mardi Gras. People can do whatever they want. He is 18 years older than I. And I'm not looking for younger men either. I'm not looking for a man. I need my money. And I'm now in debt. I had to sell my car to be able to continue to pay for that apartment because they offer me a job and then they take it away. Or they give me a job and then they change my schedule from day to night and night to day. All of this is going on here in this community. I don't like it. It is a disorganization. You don't value family. I was asked to sign a lease for a 6-month apartment, for a 6-month lease for an apartment, which I never got. This organization, not-for-profit organization, where did that money go? Who benefited from that? I reported it to Governor Ivey. I reported it to Senator Jones and to Congressman Byrne. I reported it to the White House. I have no fear in man, and I don't trust any man or woman. When I was living with Mr. and Mrs. Miller, I was told, don't take your paperwork to court. And I said, well, they're the ones who brought up my divorce in Mississippi that took 5 years. They're the ones when they took Alexander based on allegations that I wanted to kill myself. Based on allegations from whom? Those were made-up allegations. It's extortion. They're threatening me with doing surgery that my son doesn't need. I had to overdraft my from my bank in order to be able to maintain what I had. Right before I was evicted, I have been denied loans from the Wells Fargo 3 times already, even though I was working at the time. And after so many days, after your account is closed, there's no evidence that you ever had that account. But thank God I made copies of all my checks that I was writing to pay my own rent. My own rent I was paying. I did not have any government assistance when I lived there at the Hamptons. My electric bill was higher for what I was consuming. I was using natural light most of the time. And I was being charged $120, then I paid my electric bill on a day, and they said that they didn't get it on time, so they charged me an extra $20. And I'm at poverty level. I was working as a server, even though I was overqualified for that position. I don't mind doing what I love and loving what I do. My friend Charlie was inviting me to go here and there and here and there and go shopping. I never said, well, yes, buy me makeup and buy me clothes and buy me shoes, even though he offered. I said, no, thank you. He did help me with my taxes because I was claiming head of household and myself and my son, thinking I was going to get my son in 2018, and I didn't because the state keeps that money, the federal government keeps that money, and the parents get screwed. They switch the kids around from foster home to foster home, and they're using the same money that they're screwing parents out of to pay the foster parents. Oh, but it's not enough money. They don't really get paid that much. Where is the money going? This is our current state. Miserable. Corrupt. And I will not march your beat. When I like olive oil and all you have is lard for me, I will show you my cellulite from your lard, and then I will transform myself with olive oil and green tea and exercise at the World Gym. I will transform myself, which I did, and then you were jealous. In the Bible it says olive oil. So I do it. Ezekiel bread. Do you know what Ezekiel bread means? It means two coming together. Two people. Two peoples. Judah and Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, the stick. Two becoming one in his hand. There are two witnesses, and you have been my witnesses. And I have seen my Father's eyes and his mouth, and I'm not bluffing. And I don't know what God you are talking to and what God you're praising, but if it's not my Father, it ain't God. I am his daughter, and I will not put up with this extortion from DHR. I will not put up with this extortion from our state. And I am not the enemy. I have two of everything. Two of everything! Do you hear me? I have two pairs of boots. I have two umbrellas. And I have two bags like this, and I have two pairs of sunglasses. The only thing I have a one of is one God. And we are going to stop this hypocrisy, this human trafficking for organ harvesting for you scientists, for you money hungry perverted people doing perverted things, human trafficking for sex of children, and for human studies. You want to see my brain? I will show you my omegas! And I'm not the shaitan. No, I don't fear shaitan. You are shaitan. You who traffic children, who exploit the poor and the prisoners. Our prison system is crowded on purpose to steal intellectual capital from the people who do not need to be imprisoned. You steal from them their freedom for your greed, so you can cover your expensive trips and your expensive jewelry for your women who don't care what you do. But I do care. Oh, yes, I do. That's why I'm here. You can kill me today. If I were afraid of death, I would not have joined the military. You see? B plan. Because. The B cause. Hello. B. We are becoming one with the Father. He is our central intelligence. Because our central intelligence has become so obese, it's overdue for a detoxification of our systems before you blow up. I am warning you before you blow up. Detoxify. We need more virtual police looking out for these children. I don't want to hear, oh, we don't know where they went. We don't know where that young college girl went. No, but, we just wanted her kidneys. Yes, and her liver, and her brain, and her eyes, her corneas. We just wanted her ovaries and her uterus. We just wanted her tissue. Yes, we want to extract the tissues from her. Yes, and from those children. We want to extract. I don't want to hear it! You have been gifted with your God-given intelligence to develop the technologies. You can zoom into my Uranus if I were to bend over with Google Earth. I don't want to hear any more excuses, so get her done! Go get those kids out of those prisons where they're being molested and sex trafficked. And all these porn movies, you know where they're made. You can get their information from their computer and go there and bust those people already. Spanking children is not a crime. Making porn movies with children is. Exploiting humanity is. Our systems are corrupt. They are toxic. If we don't do it ourselves, the Father will do it for us. When I lived on Dove Lane and I went all the way up into my attic because you wanted it. So I gave it to you. I gave you everything. And then I took charge and I detoxified myself. And you didn't like it. No, because I am not insane. Because I am healthy. Because I desire healthy. I desire God. And I desire olive oil and green tea and fresh fruits and vegetables that are free from pesticides and free from irradiation. and free from all these toxins. Eggs that have no hormones. Chicken that has no hormones. Turkey that has no hormones. And lunch meat that has no nitrates. You hate me because I am not like you. Settling for less. I am not settling for less. I did not come here to follow. I don't like blinds. Nothing against the blind industry, but I don't like blinds. I like my windows. I like light. I like me. And I miss me when I'm with the Father. And I'm down here in this filth. And I'm being told that I'm delusional because I like green tea and ginger and garlic, and because I like ginseng, and because I don't do drugs, and I don't like alcohol. A lot of these kids who are being trafficked and passed around are being exposed to drugs and viruses, to include our corrupt DHR CPS system. Our jail system is only to exploit the people. These people, half of them don't need to be there. Half of them for debt, for homelessness, for mental illness, for prostitution, which that's the way that they were raised. They were picked up as children and corrupted by you! And then you punish them for being victims of their society, which you are creating a dirty society! And I will not conform. I get my clothes from the thrift shop when I cannot afford to buy. I bought my own Mikimoto pearls years ago because I could. I make my own rings because I like rings. I see rings. Our psychologists are brainwashing our children. Here, take this little pill so you quit seeing all of those visions. You're schizophrenic. Instead of saying you're extremely intelligent, let us take a look from a different angle, shall we? Because anybody knows that even crossword puzzle, okay? When you do a crossword puzzle, all the letters are thrown in there. It's all in there. The only one who knows where the letters are is the person who put it together. God. God knows where all of his children are. Yes, he does. In his servers. And I'm a server. Yes. And I like to detox. And I'm overdue to detox my liver. Yes, I'm aware of that. I was detoxing in Mississippi, but I came here. And I'm back to square one. So we'll have to do it again. Let's do it together. So when you do a crossword puzzle, you find the letters from right to left, or from left to right, or from the bottom up, or from the top to the bottom. We know that. So schizophrenia, we need to look into that. Okay? Let them draw. Let them paint what they're seeing. That's their cure. anti-inflammatories. That's their cure. It has been proven that anti-inflammatories like omega-3, vitamin D, significantly reduce symptoms of schizophrenia and Alzheimer's, along with zinc supplementation. So why are you giving them a pill that has side effects? Do you not remember the 5 rights of medication? The 5 rights. The 5 rights of medication. That's why I'm here. I'm here to remind you of the 5 rights. I am a pain in your butt until the day that I die. So be it. I have come with a mission for a purpose to serve one God. In America, in God we trust. Let us not exploit our prisoners and use them as free guinea pigs for your scientists and your psychologists doing experimentation which is unethical and illegal. Do not conduct unethical research on those who are in prison, those who are mentally unstable, those who are wounded by your wars, which you created. Do not conduct unethical research with the elderly and the weak and the children and the vulnerable and the poor, because they cannot defend themselves with your expensive attorneys. I am with the FDA. I'm not against you. I'm with you. I am with the EPA. I'm not against you. I'm with you. I am with the CIA and the FBI. I'm not against you. I am with you. What is national security? National security. When our CIA is a multinational foreign agency looking out for the welfare or the security of our country. We need to understand that we are here on Mother Earth together, and we need to detoxify our systems together, restore our Eden together. You can kill me today. If I were afraid of death, I would not have joined the military. I am serving. I am a server. Let us use our math and science to genuinely help one another and not exploit the poor and the vulnerable and the mentally ill and the children and the wounded. And I am not a biblical whore. Prostitution statistics is in Wikipedia. Look it up. Prostitution, legal and illegal. Why? Child pornography. Why? Because you don't like people your own age? Because you don't like another adult? Do you understand how sick you are? You're the one who's sick. And these children end up in prostitution, end up in jail, end up on drugs, losing their teeth, losing their sanity because of what you're doing. I have all my teeth and I will bite back. Because you are stealing from me! You have robbed me of my time with my children. And my children is my future and my seed and my family. And I need my home restored. I need to be able to see my clean windows so I can praise my Father. And I'm warning you, just like I knew before Hurricane Katrina, I knew something was about to happen. I knew before 911 something was about to happen. I did not know what, but I knew. Y'all better be ready to fight together as people from Mother Earth, as one team. Get your heads out of Uranus. I am the Epsilon correction. Lend me your scopes. Let us take a look at these systems and detoxify before they blow up. He is giving us a time to turn it around. He's sending us back down to earth to detox. Let us pay attention to what's going on. Let us be on the same page. Let us stop the hypocrisy. What is happening to me here in this community is hypocritical. They're putting me out there in the street, denying me a loan so that I have no choice but to overdraft. Then they close my account and I am in debt now. So they can have an excuse to put me behind doors and say, look, you owe us so we can continue to study you. Kiss my fundamental butt. Thank you.